Debate has long raged over which NBA team was better. Michael Jordan's 95-96 Bulls, which went 72-10 and brought home a championship, or Steph Curry's 2015-2016 Warriors, which went 73-9 but lost in the finals in 7 games to LeBron James' Cavaliers. With The Last Dance giving the younger generation of fans a chance to appreciate Jordan's greatness, we at FantasyPros figured we might as well get to the bottom of the debate. We simulated a 5-game series between the teams on NBA 2K, and, as you might have expected, there were plenty of fireworks. The Warriors' superior record earned them home court advantage, but they didn't exactly come out gangbusters in Game 1. The 95-96 Bulls were an elite defensive team, allowing just 92.9 points per game, and Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman were all first-team all-defense. And it showed in Game 1, as the Bulls held Steph Curry to just 21 points, well below his season average of 30.1. Curry shot just 1 for 6 from downtown, which would have been his 4th worst performance from 3 during the 2015-16 regular season. Still, as they so often did during that historic year, Curry's teammates picked up the slack. Klay Thompson hit 3 3-pointers en route to his season average of 22 points, while Harrison Barnes put up 18. But the biggest contributor of the night for the Warriors was by far Draymond Green, and that would become a theme in the series. Green had a monster game, scoring 15 points and grabbing an incredible 21 rebounds, 4 more than he did in any game in the 15-16 season. Green's success on the boards led to a ton of opportunities for the Warriors as they put up 37 fast break points, nearly doubling their already impressive league-leading average that year of 20.9. Still, the Bulls' strong defense held the Warriors to just 94 points, more than 20 below their season average. But those 94 points were more than enough to get by the Bulls, who scored a mere 82 in the 12-point loss. The Bulls were held to fewer than 86 points just once in their historic season. So what happened in Game 1? Well, quite simply, it boiled down to abysmal 3-point shooting. The Bulls attempted 19 3-pointers and made none of them. 0 for 19 from beyond the arc. The performance was shocking because not only were the Bulls the 3rd best 3-point shooting team in the league during the 95-96 season, but they never once had a game where they converted 0 attempts. And although Jordan put up a respectable 28 points, he was the biggest offender on the Bulls from downtown, missing all 6 of his 3-point attempts. And other than Pippen, who put up 22 points, no other Bulls player reached double digits in the game. The Warriors built up a 16-point lead early in the 3rd quarter and never relinquished it, finishing a rare low-scoring affair for either team, 94-82. Unfortunately for Chicago, the Warriors were not about to let the Bulls get back in the series on their home court, though it was hardly Jordan's fault. Led by Klay Thompson's 30 points, which included 5 3-pointers, the Warriors built a commanding advantage, leading by as much as 25 points at one point. Once again, it was a team effort from the Warriors, as Steph Curry chipped in 19 points, while Harrison Barnes added 17. But although Thompson led the way scoring-wise, Draymond Green was again a beast on the boards, putting up his 2nd consecutive double-double with 20 points and 17 rebounds. Green's tenacity on the boards led to 14 second-chance points for the Warriors. Now, Jordan wasn't going to let his team go down without a fight, single-handedly bringing the Bulls back into the game, kicking and screaming. Jordan put up an incredible 64 points, 11 more than he did in any game in the 95-96 season. And Jordan really went nuts in the second half in particular. How nuts? Jordan scored at least 48 points only twice in the 95-96 season. But he put up 48 points in the second half of Game 2 alone. And although Jordan's heroics helped narrow the Warriors' big lead, they weren't nearly enough, as Golden State took Game 2 108-99. Jordan was not about to let the Bulls go quietly as they came home for Game 3. After a 64-point effort in Game 2, Jordan put up 52 points in Game 3, adding 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Part of Jordan's success was due to his aggressiveness and his ability to draw fouls. After getting to the line just 3 times combined in the first 2 games of the series, Jordan took 8 free throw attempts, making 7 of them. Nevertheless, Golden State hung in the game all night. Leading the Warriors was, you guessed it, Draymond Green, who put up yet another double-double with 22 points and 15 rebounds. But it wasn't nearly enough to get by Jordan and the Bulls, who shot 50% from the field on the night and scored 66 points in the paint. Scottie Pippen's 16 points and Dennis Rodman's 15 rebounds were enough support for Jordan, and the Bulls walked away with a 112-98 victory. Game 4 saw a seesaw affair, with the Bulls leading by as much as 13 midway through the first quarter, while the Warriors later built an 11-point lead. Once again, Jordan was not going to go down without a fight, putting up 39 points in yet another dominant effort. As in Game 3, Jordan was aggressive, managing to get to the free throw line often and hitting 8 of his 9 free throw attempts. For the first time all series, Jordan got scoring help from his teammates. Ron Harper put up 18 points, a total he reached just twice in the 95-96 season, while Dennis Rodman tied his season high with 12. Rodman, as usual, was also a terror on the boards, grabbing 19 rebounds and helping the Bulls total 20 offensive boards. As for the Warriors, they again got contributions from pretty much everyone, with Steph Curry leading the way with 31 points. The Warriors bench wound up scoring 29 points, the most they put up in the series. And of course, you know that the Warriors player who had dominated the series to that point, Draymond Green, would not be left behind. The big man put up yet another double-double, totaling 23 points and 16 rebounds. Green, like he had been all series, was all over the place, adding 7 assists and 5 blocks, the latter of which tied his single-game high that year. In the end, the Bulls kept it close, but they were unable to stave off elimination. The Warriors took Game 4 105-99, winning the 5-game series 3-1. The series showed what most NBA fans probably knew. No one could match Jordan's raw scoring ability or his drive to compete, even if he had to do it alone. But in terms of the best overall team, the 2015-2016 Warriors take the cake.